Wow, I walked right in. Wow, the security here is awful. Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, I'm here. Who are you?
Huh, I'm Mr. Goody Grammar. And wait, were you just hiding in the darkness?
I'm an introvert, okay? Anyway, why do you come here?
Well, I'm looking for the apostrophe, and I'm gonna guess that you have it. I mean, your name is the Apostrophe Alchemist. It's pretty obvious.
Ah, that I do. But what makes you think that I am just going to give it to you?
Because I'm going to simplify the apostrophe down to its most basic form. Isn't that what an alchemist does?
Yes, but you see, the apostrophe is an instrument of extraordinary power and overwhelming complexity. Only an individual such as I, in fact, only I, possess the intellectual capacity as demanded for the comprehension of this otherworldly punctuation mark. One such as you would be unable to understand even the most rudimentary portion of my greatest simplification. Brilliant! 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 That would be.
Huh! Watch me. Grammar goodies! Buckle up, because you just entered General Grammar with me, Mr. Goody Grammar. And I'm so excited. Why is that? Well, today we're going to talk all about the apostrophe. Oh! But before we get started with that, let's go ahead and do a basket breaker.
Uh-oh.
For this week's basket breaker, the question is, what is your most prized possession? What did you put, Grammar Goodies? Okay, I'll go ahead and give you my answer. My answer is Dino! Dino's my most prized and revered possession. What? I'm not a possession. I'm a puppet, you fool. And you mean everything to me? Ugh. Anyway, all this talk about friendship and possessions has me quite parched. So I think it's time that we drink up some radioactive waste. G-g-g-g.
3, 2, 1.
But before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and download the free guided notes in the description box below. The guided notes and episodes have matching badges to indicate each section, so you can follow along with ease. Also, during each episode, underline any text that appears in red or a bold font to identify key words and concepts. It's the shopping list that your mom always forgot to take to the grocery store. Whoa! As stated before, today we're going to talk all about the apostrophe. But what is an apostrophe? Well, an apostrophe is a punctuation mark used to form possessives or contractions. First, let's talk all about apostrophes and possessive nouns. You can actually add apostrophes and apostrophe s's to different nouns to make them possessive, to show that they own something. However, the rules about forming possessive nouns probably vary depending on what type of noun you make into a possessive. Here are the tips and rules. First, for singular nouns, add apostrophe s. Example, the clown's balloon. Hey there, don't you want a balloon? A balloon? Don't you want a balloon? We all float down here. Example, the man's eyes. I was told to keep them open for 24 hours straight. They're burning. My eyes! My eyes! As you can see, All of these examples have singular nouns in them. What we did is we added apostrophe S to the end of these singular nouns to show ownership. That the clown owns the balloon. That the king has the candy. And that the man possesses eyes. They're still burning. Help me. Then, for most plural nouns, add an apostrophe at the end. Example, the cat's food. Example, the bird's nest. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! You want me to feed you, little baby birds? You want me to feed you? Okay. It's not coming up. Example, the planet's rings. Whoa! How'd I end up in this galaxy? And why do all the planets have rings on them? It's like a cosmic hula hoop contest. Oh! Wait, how can I breathe? Whoa! As you can see, all these plural nouns end with S. All we did was add an apostrophe right after that S to show that the plural nouns have ownership over something. That the cats, multiple cats, own the food. That multiple birds own the nest. And that multiple planets have rings. Can we use this for every single plural noun? No. There are different exceptions and rules. However, usually if you see that a plural noun ends in S, you can attach that apostrophe to the end to show possession. Next, for plural nouns that do not end in S, go ahead and add an apostrophe S. Example, the children's toys. And yes, Barbie, we're gonna take over the world. Yes! Yes! Well, once a 6-year-old stops playing with us. But until then! Example, the geese's migration route. There are geese all around me. How'd they end up in this part of town? As long as they don't attack me, I'm so afraid of them, and it's charging me! Ah! As you can see, these examples both have plural nouns that do not end in S. So, to show that these plural nouns are in fact possessive, we're going to add an apostrophe S to the end of them to show that multiple children own the toys, or that multiple geese have this migration route. So, that's what we do in that case for those plural nouns. But hold up, grammar goodies. There's something that's a little tricky that I need to add your way. Style guides vary in their recommendation of what to do when you have a singular noun that ends with an S. What do? Well, some recommend just adding an apostrophe to the end of that singular noun. Example, Sirius Black's moods are outrageous. Get me out of here! How can I be in such a prison? And yes, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Because I'm a happy guy. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to destroy your whole life. Example, Marcus's work ethic is outstanding. Wow, Marcus, you really did a great job. You worked 72 hours straight with no sleep. You deserve a raise. How about 2 cents every other year? Making the big bucks now. Huh? As you can see, both examples show a singular noun showing possession. We have Sirius, which ends with an S, and Marcus, which ends with an S. All we did was add an apostrophe after each singular noun to show that they possess something. It's just one of the ways that we can actually show possession on singular nouns that end with S. Conversely, some study guides actually recommend that if you have a singular noun that ends in an S, you actually still add an apostrophe S to it. Let's take a look. Example, Sirius's moods are outrageous. Example, Marcus's work ethic is outstanding. Once again, you could see that we have two singular nouns. Both singular nouns show possession. However, in this case, rather than just an apostrophe, we went with the original apostrophe s to show that the singular noun owns something. Which one to use, an apostrophe or an apostrophe s, when it comes to singular nouns that end with s? The choice is up to you. Just make sure that you're consistent in whatever punctuation you decide. Moreover, we can actually use an apostrophe to help create contractions. What are they? No, they're not just the thing you see in childbirth. No, they're a specific type of grammatical entity that we'll cover right now. In essence, a contraction is a shortened form of a word or a group of words that omits certain letters or sounds. In most contractions, an apostrophe represents the missing letters. For example, we can look at this chart. Taking that chart into consideration, let's look at a few examples. Example, they are turns into there. Cannot turns into can't. Could not turns into couldn't. You will turns into you'll. Note, contractions are perfectly standard. However, they're considered a little bit casual. Therefore, if you're doing formal writing, I highly recommend avoid using contractions in your writing. Whoa! That was a lot of information, grammar goodies, but I'm still a little confused. So I think it's time that we ask for some employee assistance. Oh, so much grammar. My head's gonna explode. I don't know what to do. I need help. We need some employee assistance. For this section, here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to read various sentences. What you need to do is add an apostrophe or apostrophes to each sentence. Really think about where words are creating possessions or contractions. So, think you could do that? Add apostrophes to each sentence? I know you can. So let's do it! Example, I'd like to leave the circus now because these clowns are scary. Get away from me! Get away from me! I don't like the beat beep or the balloons or... It's all of it. It's so frightening. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Where would I put the apostrophe in this sentence? Grammar goodies, here's the answer. Add an apostrophe between I and D at the beginning of the sentence. Why is that, Mr. Goody Grammar? Great question. We do this because it helps create the contraction I'd. I would. So I would like to leave the circus now because these clowns are scary. So add an apostrophe to help create the contraction. Example. The pterodactyl's wings are massive. Whoa! I'm flying on a pterodactyl. How is that? Aren't they supposed to be extinct? I don't know, but it has giant wings and whoa! Where would I put the apostrophe in this sentence? Answer. I would put the apostrophe and an S right after pterodactyl. Why is that? Well, it's a singular noun that shows possession. So I need to add an apostrophe S after the singular noun to show that it's the pterodactyl's wings. So in this case, we use an apostrophe to show possession. Example, he's a man on a mission. Where do we put the apostrophe in this sentence? did you get, grammar goodies? Here's the answer. We're actually going to put the apostrophe between he and that S. Why is that? Well, it helps create the contraction he's, standing for he is. So this sentence, in essence, is he is a man on a mission. He's a man on a mission. So we use that apostrophe to create the contraction. Pretty cool, right? Example. The two cats' babies were so tiny. Oh, little babies, little baby kitties, meow, 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 little pa. Meow, meow, meow. Where do we put the apostrophe in this sentence? Answer. We're actually going to add the apostrophe after the plural noun cats. Why is that? Well, since it's a plural noun, all we have to do is add an apostrophe since it ends with S. Then we show that it has possession over babies, that these two cats have ownership over their babies. So that's what we do to show possession of plural nouns. Example. I'm worried about Amy's coffee addiction. You're not gonna stop me. All the coffee's mine. It's mine. I love coffee. 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 Yes. Where do the apostrophes go in this sentence? Answer. There are two apostrophes that need to be added to this sentence. First and foremost, we need to add an apostrophe between I and M to create the contraction I'm or I am. Then we need to go ahead and add an apostrophe between Amy and that S. Why is that? Well, it's showing that Amy has or possesses a coffee addiction. So we have apostrophe S to show that that singular noun possesses something. Whoa, grammar goodies. That was a lot of information. Do you have it down in your noggin? I know you do. So let's go ahead and put that to the test by doing an aisle check. Pop, pop. We're ready for an aisle check. Whoa! For this week's aisle check, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and create an original sentence that uses two apostrophes in it. One apostrophe should help create a contraction, while the other apostrophe should show possession. Think you could do that? Create an original sentence with two apostrophes in it? I know you can. And get to it! Whoa! How are your sentences, grammar goodies? I bet they're absolutely incredible. And if you love your sentence, make sure to plop it into the comment section. Can't wait to read them. And without further ado, I think it's time we start to check out for the evening. Whoa! Check the time, grammar goodies. I'm off to go play shuffleboard with a whole bunch of old people. Yeah, they're so mysterious. Anyway, my name is Mr. Goody Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar. And comma in anytime. I'll see ya. Woo!
Your explanation, although outstandingly mediocre, was accurate. At least to the degree which an individual who's not me could ever hope for. Perhaps, in some minuscule fashion, you have earned the opportunity to at least attempt utilization of this grand instrument as a courtesy from me for your great interest and admiration of my work and myself. But remember, this is only being bestowed as a token of my appreciation. And any practical attempts you may make at the apostrophe's usage are virtually destined to result in failure.
Yeah! Awesome! Where do I go next?
Go upstairs and talk to the princess. Keep in mind, she tends to ramble a lot. I hate people who do that.
Okay. Wait! Commander Colin said that you have a special mixture to give me. What is it?
Yes, of course. It's a combination of the most divine ingredients on earth. In which neuron of your brain was the thought conceived that I would not be in possession of items of such grandeur?
The elixir of life and the blood of a deity?
No! Salt and pepper. Here you go.
Huh? How are these supposed to stop the dragon?
It will cause somebody to sneeze. Don't worry, I wouldn't expect an individual who does not bear away to my identity to understand that sneezing has the potential of being a monumental inconvenience. And it won't sniff at your punctuation marks either. Gosh, it loves to destroy things.
Well, on that note, I'm out of here. Oh. Salty.
Good luck, fair traveler. Good luck for the sake of us all.